Beavis and Butthead try to take off the front wheel.
We were overthinking. I was hardly thinking at all.
Trying to get your initial reaction before you have time to think. Breakfast show time.
Yeah, except I don't know about.
Oh yeah, we're choosing sets, yeah.
I don't know about this. Oh no, that was nice. Yeah,
Swag.
let's go with that. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. Today we're talking about suspension because today is the day that I'm taking the leap from air suspension to springs.
It's a good leap.
Yeah, I mean,
In
well,
my opinion.
you've helped influence that decision. I've got the luxury of having to be able to confer with you and get advice from you.
Yeah.
But maybe for the Breakfast Show Mensa, what's the fundamental difference? I mean, obviously one's got springs and one's got air,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Fundamental difference would be spring is way more consistent over a long period of time. So if we do a race in your moto, from the beginning of the race to the end,
yes.
the shocks feel way more similar than the air, in my opinion. Like when I raced on the air, it's like you've got it all set up and it's lacquer in the beginning, but then by the end of the race, it feels so hard
Yes.
because that air has gotten so hot. And
Well, I think that's
I don't
also
really
it,
know the
especially
science.
depending on if the temperature changes. So if you're starting off, especially races, because race day we start early.
yeah, that's actually
So you do all
also
your
true.
practice and testing early, and then by the time you even get to race one, Moto 1, it's completely different. Whereas the springs wouldn't have been affected
Yeah.
at all. If
So
I
the spring
understand
is
correctly.
easier for me to understand. Like if you feeling a certain way on the track, then I know I would be like, oh, okay, maybe I go either one click softer or harder on the compression. I think it's preload and something else. Forgot what it is, but yeah,
Offload. Post-load.
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 You check. I don't even know. It's so difficult to understand.
Yeah.
What is it that you change to make it more
Well,
comfier?
that's the other thing is, my guess is because, you know, you got that little pump.
Yeah, that's for the PSI.
Yeah, it's normally 0.1 of a bar makes a massive difference, which if that makes a big difference, we can't do half a bar or 0.05 of a bar.
Yeah.
You can't do, or not at least with the pump that you get stock.
Yes.
Then you've got the clickers as well. One variable is always changing. I think that's actually what it comes down to. So you still got clickers, you still got things that you can adjust, but your baseline is potentially moving.
Yeah, you
more
always
in
need to be
air.
moving with that baseline,
Yes.
depending where you're riding.
So you're changing
And-
multiple variables at the same time, always, whether you like it or not. Whereas I think that's where the consistency comes from.
Way more simple
Yeah.
at the end of the day. Compression, rebound.
Well, look, let's put it this way. The last dude that won MX Pro at Zone,
Yeah.
that's whose suspension I've bought. So it's definitely going to be good enough for me.
Yeah, I guess that's also a great point.
But I'm looking forward to actually feeling the difference. The first time I felt, or that I actually rode with springs was your new Honda. That's
Yeah, and you could check the difference.
It was notable. So that was my decision maker.
Yeah.
I rode your bike, stock out of the box suspension, and I was like,
And you
that
had
feels
ridden
good.
my bike before,
Yeah,
but very gingerly rode it
Yeah.
around. Never actually like rode it.
yeah.
And that day you were just hopped on and rode the bike.
Where that leaves us is to get the bike into the total control
Garage.
race suspension garage with Mario to swap out the air for the springs and take it for a ride and then see how it
Everyone
feels.
know what you think, yeah.
I mean, it
I'm
is what it
excited
is.
to hear as
I'm
well.
excited too.
Just as I'm sure everyone
Okay,
else.
then let's roll.
Let's roll.
Yeah.
This is 24. Maybe I'll just go 20. Or 22.
22. It's going to be a
22.
Oh. Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Are you going to do that side?
Yeah.
You do that, I'm going to do that. Feels like I'm not really getting anywhere. Must be honest.
There's another bolt.
Inside?
Yeah.
8. Beavis and Bate try to take off the front wheel.
Oh wait, that seemed to move. Just hold that in. No. Hey!
Yes.
So simple. That's what I just love about it.
We were overthinking.
I was hardly thinking at all.
And do these Okies are picky?
Yeah.
Then them KYBs. We're slotting in here. Yay. The front wheel axle got me a little bit. I don't know why. Can I just put it here, Mario?
Yeah.
Feel that way?
Yeah.
Feel those ones. She's got the spring and derby.
Yeah, the same. It's like 40% more.
You
just
can't
have-
confuse them because one's got clickety clackies on.
You just have to pick them up, you'll know.
Oh,
It's a fork.
got them total control. Now you're gonna,
Oh, they're
now you're gonna have total control with those springs.
And they pre-stuck with stuckers. You're just giving me this to hold or must tighten here?
To hold.
Oh, okay. Just checking that it's not a bolt that I'm supposed to be tightening and then later on.
Knocked up.
Finish everything.
Okay, let's go try this.
Trying to get your initial reaction before you have time to think.
The problem is, you oaks have been cheating.
You check. Got him.
How does it look?
It looks way better.
Really?
You can check. So the track's quite rough today, and it's like hard, choppy bumps, and you're just soaking them.
It's actually unbelievable. It's a completely different bike feel overall. I thought I was going to only feel it in the bumps, but I'm actually feeling it more in the corners than the bumps. But it also comes from being able to come into the corner carrying more speed and exiting on a higher power, because when I hit those big rollers coming out, it's like they're not even there.
Unreal.
That's a game changer, complete game changer.
Yeah, you can check. So over this little hump where you do that standing turn,
Yeah.
you can see how much the forks are working. And your body isn't, the bike is still, and there's just, so the front wheel is just going like, da, 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 da.
Two things there. One is, it's dry, hard, and dusty
It's
today.
difficult.
But I'm riding that as fast as I've ever ridden it in any track condition.
I would agree.
And it felt easy.
Sand section there at the back, plush.
It really helps. So with the old forks, when I came around into the deep sand, so that first like hook left-hander.
Yeah.
I really had to like, to get back up out of that sand before.
Yes.
Now, I lean back and this front just floats and pulls you through.
Do you have more confidence in your front?
Yeah, but I've got to learn to ride these.
Yeah.
But it's much easier to keep my proper attack position as well.
Yeah, could see that.
Because before, I had to hold the front more, and then I was developing this bad habit of pulling in, especially my right elbow. So that
you can
was
see there's less anxiety.
much easier.
In my observation, your posture, there's a bit of anxiety, like
Yeah.
you're just not trusting your front part, the front end. But now, body positions there, the track is so slippery, but you're going the same speed. I'm like, huh, that's pretty
it's
impressive.
Bringing speed into the corners, completely different.
It helps more. Like if you do it faster, the shock is helping you more, doing it faster.
Yeah, but without even knowing, I was finding myself in the sort of the orange zone. So green zone coming in, orange zone setup. During the setup, every time I had this little split second moment going, okay, we're not normally going, we don't normally have this much
anxiety stance.
Momentum coming into the corner. But then I just do everything the same. And even though the track conditions are horrible, it just, I reckon when I get used to this, I reckon it's at least a 5 second off.
Oh, guaranteed.
I just don't know why you didn't tell me about it earlier.
Just FYI, I told him ages ago.
What? Huh?
And I wasn't the only person.
Can't hear you.
I wasn't the only person who told him that either.
No, but the reason I didn't was so that we could get to this point in the podcast and I can give a proper review. No, I had to review them over the course of 6 months or so.
Okay.
So that I can swap out and then, otherwise it's not a proper review. At the Breakfast Show, we take it very seriously.
You're just giving the air a chance.
So we don't do reviews for the sake of doing reviews or for sponsors or any nonsense like that. Spring shocks, that's where it's at. Suspension, win.
Hashtag get springy.
Hashtag get KYB. KY, be better. That sounds dirty. Sorry, children. If you're not laughing, ask your mom. No, I'm joking. Cut.